There are no obstacles to be planned building on the Laos-China high-speed railway, although the two governments are in the process of negotiations on the project, according to Minister of Public Works and Transport, Somat Phonsena. The two governments are negotiating so that construction can go ahead.
นี่พวกเขาก็ได้สำเร็จในขั้นพื้นฐานการสร้างบทวิภาคเศรษฐกิจเทคนิคเส้นทางดังกล่าวนี่รัฐบาล2ประเทศภาคส่วนที่เกี่ยวข้องนะครับพวกดำเนินการเจรจากันเพื่อสามารถลงมือก่อสร้างกันแล้ว
Speaking to our news team while attending the ongoing open government meeting in Vientiane, Minister of Public Works and Transport Somat Phonsena stated that the two governments are negotiating so that construction can go ahead. The minister was unable to say when exactly construction would begin on the $7 billion railway, which will link Vientiane to Lao-Chinese border over a distance of 421 kilometers. But he said construction would begin shortly after all parties had reached an agreement and all preparations were complete. Previously, it was reported that Laos and China plan to jointly undertake the mega railway project, which China to put up 70% of the investment costs. A groundbreaking ceremony was planned for 2011 with a completion date of 2015, but the ceremony did not take place. The project was delayed after the Chinese construction company reportedly pulled out because they felt it would not be sufficiently profitable. However, the Lao government is determined to bring the project to fruition and hopes to maintain financing through a loan from China. The minister said in this regard, the National Assembly approved a go-ahead bill at an extraordinary session held last October to enable the government to realize the project. When asked about financing and whether Laos would still be the sole investor in the project using a loan from Beijing, as reported at the National Assembly's extraordinary session, he said, the details have not been agreed upon, but he said that whatever could be agreed upon by both sides for their mutual benefit would be possible. Although the project requires a huge investment, Somat Phonsena was optimistic that it would be realized.
รัฐบาลเฮาก็มีนโยบายที่หันเอาประเทศเฮาเป็นใจกลางในการบริการทางผ่านอยู่ในอนุภาคพื้น
The government had a clear policy to transform Laos from being landlocked to a land link and a transport hub for surrounding countries. The planned railway would form part of the ASEAN-China rail link, which begins in Yunnan province, China, and runs through southwards to Singapore through Laos and Thailand. In the original plan, passenger trains running at a speed up to 200 kilometers per hour were planned, but the Lao government has decided to reduce this to 160 kilometers per hour for safety reasons, partly due to the hilly terrain. Good trains, meanwhile, will travel at the maximum speed of 120 kilometers per hour, according to a report presented at the National Assembly's extraordinary session. Passenger trains might be able to reach a speed of 200 kilometers per hour between Vientiane and Vang Vieng, where the land is relatively flat, but more studies are needed, the report said. The project will also include 31 stations, but the government plans to open 20 stations initially and the rest later on. There will be 7 major stations along the route, of which 2 will be in Vientiane. From there, the railway will run north to China, stopping in Phon Hong and Vang Vieng district in Vientiane province before continuing on to Luang Prabang, Udom Sai, Luang Namtha and Chinese border.